Hello. Welcome to another exciting installment of Twin Flame success stories where I show you examples of people who are with their twin flame, including myself. I am with my twin flame. Yes, she's my twin flame for sure. We'll talk about that. And guys, it's actually not that hard. Like when you get to the end and you're finally with your twin flame, you're going to look back at what you're going through now and you're going to be like, yeah, I really made it too hard, honestly. And we'll talk about that too. The common mistakes that people make. I'll put some teachings in this video. But the primary purpose of this video series, Twin Flame Success Stories, is this. So, I was once in your shoes. I remember looking around endlessly on the internet for information about twin flames. And like, what can I do about it? How do I know if they're my twin flame? Are we supposed to be together? Are we going to be together? Is there something that I can do for us to be together? And you seem to be getting the same messaging from everybody on the internet about twin flames, which is telling you that yes, there is something that you can do to get your twin flame to come and be with you. And at the same time, all of those messages are different from everybody. There's a bazillion people online who claim to be some kind of an expert on twin flames, and they're all giving you different advice. There's like 5 million different ways to get your twin flame back. And you're looking at me. I'm just another guy on the internet giving you a different set of advice. Why should you listen to me? Right? Why should you listen to me? That's a fair question. You should question me. You don't know who I am. Well, I got some good news, guys. I'm with my twin flame. We are in a permanent monogamous relationship, and I have personally coached over 7,000 twin flame students, and I've got a lot of people that are with their twin flame, guys. I've helped lots of people, and they're all over my YouTube channel. They're on Facebook. They're everywhere, guys. They've even made video appearances. They're living together. They're married to their twin flame all day long, guys. All day long. So I am the world's #1 twin flame coach. You're in the right place, my friends. And I'm even going to tell you exactly how my coaching is different from everybody else. It'll be so clear to you how my messaging, my teachings are different from everybody else that you're going to see online. And I'll show you the logic underneath it, why my coaching works. And then I'm also going to encourage you to go watch my free content. There's all kinds of free stuff on my channel, guys, on my YouTube channel. I've assembled it for you in a couple of playlists. And there's also paid content. You can sign up for my coaching. We'll talk about that. It's super affordable. Let's get to it, guys. First, this is from a fairly recent video, about 3 months ago. This person here, whenever we find one of these, by the way, there's actually 2 here. Whenever we find one of these, we pin their comment to the top of the video, because you could literally go to the videos menu of my YouTube channel and just start randomly clicking on videos, and you'll find these everywhere on my videos. I've helped so many people, guys, over 7,000 people, right? So High Priestess Zen Dancer, who I have spoken with personally. I know who she is. She really met her twin flame for really real. It's her twin flame, and I'll tell you again how you can tell. And of course, she is with her twin flame. You can read this for yourself because of Kurt's coursework. My twin flame, other self. That's what I have my students call their twin flame. It's your other self. Your twin flame is your soul, which is the true self. We'll get to that in a little bit when I explain the teachings to you. We are together in a loving, committed, romantic relationship. Enough said. This person here, this is just interesting. This person, they kind of explain what it was like, before, when they were confused, before they found me on YouTube. They weren't really sure what to do, although there were deja vu and synchronicities all the time. And watching tarot readings until 3 a.m. Oh, I was there, dude. In the old days. Years ago, when I was going through the journey, right, I would sit around watching tarot readings all day long. So, yeah, they've been watching my YouTube channel for a while, taking some of my advice, and now my twin flame now my twin comes around and it's just normal. No obsessive thinking, not even a care. But there is a feeling of bliss above my crown, right? Once you know and understand it's just you having another experience, you start to detach. And so, what they're talking about is your twin flame is another incarnation of your soul. Technically, what seems to be going on is your twin flame is one of your past lives. And I'll show you how I reached that conclusion. That seems to be the most rational explanation. We'll get to that later in the video. But either way, it's true. Your twin flame is you. They are another incarnation of your soul. That's what's so interesting about this. You guys, everybody on the internet says twin flames are the same soul, right? Everybody. Everybody says twin flames are the same soul. And that's true because when you align with your soul, when you transcend the mind and align with your soul, that's when your twin flame comes back around. Okay. So pretty good indicator that it's true, but it is. The term twin flame was originally invented to describe an experience where you meet someone who is the same soul as you. That's what that is. Everybody, that's not debated what a twin flame is. Okay. But what's interesting, my point right now is what's interesting is everybody agrees about what a twin flame is, the same soul. You two are the same soul, two bodies, one soul, right? Everybody agrees about that, but then everybody is giving you different advice about what to do. You ever notice that? Everybody agrees about what twin flames are, but then everybody gives you different advice about what to do. How can that be? Think about it. If we all agree on what a twin flame is, what's the problem? Why is there so much confusion about this? And I'm the only code cracker. I'm the only one that seems to be doing it right. And I don't think it should be that way, by the way. I don't say that to be arrogant. I don't think I should be the only person doing it right. And when you find out how this really does work, it's so obvious. It's so obvious. It's even the words that we're using. So we'll get back to that. Again, I've got some teachings for you that I'm going to share in this video today, but let's get through these testimonials first. Here's another one a couple months ago, this video from Janet Gonzalez. It's been 4 years since I first started watching you. I was a past student and I can't thank you enough. It's been years since I did card readings, right? So again, watching tarot readings. I did it too. But yes, I ended up with my twin flame, but by actually doing everything you suggested. He was just a byproduct. And if it ever ended, I am no longer attached to him or the outcome. Right. So the soul, your twin flame is your soul. Everybody's telling you to do psychology, healing. And there's nothing wrong with healing. There's nothing wrong with doing that. It just doesn't work here, guys. And again, that's one of the things people, they fight me on this tooth and nail. Some people, they fight. And I'm going, bro, I'm with my twin flame. I've helped thousands of people to be with their twin flame. Why are you arguing with me about that? I mean, you don't have to agree with me. I don't care. That's not what I'm suggesting right now. Like, I'm right and you have to agree with me. You can't argue with me. No, you can disagree with me all you want. I don't care. Okay, you're free to do what you want. All I'm saying is I'm with my twin and I've helped thousands of people to be with their twin flame. And you're telling me that I don't know what I'm doing and that there is healing needed for your twin flame to be with you. That's what they're like, literally, like the cognitive dissonance, like they're so attached to approaching this through the mind, which is what healing is. And again, I'm not even saying that healing is bad to do. Healing is great. It doesn't help you with your twin flame, bro. And they still gotta fucking argue with me about it. Why? What is wrong with you? Like, okay, fine, go do healing. All right. Let me know how that works out for you. Because if you're doing healing to get your twin flame to come back, they're just going to keep running and they'll never figure it out. It's like this weird cognitive dissonance. I'm like, hey, I'm with my twin. I've helped thousands of people do it. And they're like, well, you don't know what you're talking about then. Okay. So it's just, I mean, the whole healing thing, like the people, they cling to it. They cling to it. Why? Why? You don't need to do any healing, guys. Your twin flame is your soul, bro. Your twin flame is your soul, not your mind. Your twin flame is not your mind. Your mind, you can heal that all day long. Totally fine. Go talk to a therapist, a psychologist, whatever. All right. When I tell my students, by the way, watch out for this because there's people all over the internet who call themselves a spiritual teacher and they tell you to do all of this healing, which is psychology. It's got nothing to do with the soul. They just put the label spiritual on it. So, again, guys, if I'm able to help people be with their twin flame, thousands of people, and I'm with my twin flame, maybe it's because I'm doing something radically different than what everybody else is doing. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Remember, I told you I was going to talk about this. Like what is it about me that's different from what everybody else is doing? Am I just another guy on the internet? Am I just another guy on the internet? Maybe I'm the guy that figured it out. I mean, maybe. I mean, I'm not trying to be arrogant. Really, I'm not. I swear. It's just, I mean, look at the evidence, look at the proof, look at the people that I've helped, right? And when you look at what I say about twin flames, it is radically different than what everybody else is telling you to do. They've got all these weird healing techniques for you to do, and you don't know which one is going to work. And what I'm telling you is none of that shit works anyway. That's all psychological. They just put the label spiritual on it. And then they're confused. So now you're confused about what spiritualism is. That's all the mind, guys. And that's fine if you think you need to do that. I once went to a psychologist. I did. I spent about a year and a half, but I was working out like family issues, right? Like my family, my parents, my aunts and uncles, sister, like all that, like childhood stuff, so that I could be a better person, right? I did that once and it was great, actually. It was very helpful. But that doesn't make you more of a soul. Okay. Healing doesn't make you more of a soul. Healing does not cause self actualization, guys. Now, self actualization may cause healing. That is true. But you don't want to put the cart before the horse. And that's the mistake that people make. And again, it's one of the biggest things on the internet, all the pop culture spiritualism, new age spiritualism. It's not really spiritualism, guys. It's some kind of weird quack psychology. It's not even real psychology, but it's not spiritualism. And I'm not doing this to be a dick. I'm not honest. I'm not trying to be mean or put anybody down. It's just how are we ever going to figure out what to do here if we don't figure out what is true? You know what I mean? Like whether those things are truly spiritual or not. Like we have to be clear about what is true. Spiritualism is where you remember yourself beyond the mind, guys. So now that I've kind of cleared the slate a little bit and explained to you what spiritualism is not, let's talk about what it is. It's where you remember who you are beyond the mind. All that gobbledygook that I just had to untangle for you, that's all psychology and healing and stuff. And that's fine, but it's not the soul. That's the mind. All that stuff is mental. It's all psychological, emotional, totally fine, but it's not consciousness. The soul is consciousness. And you can be aware of the mind, but what's really going on is you are the awareness. Have you ever asked yourself, like think of it this way. So there's thinking and there's emotions going on, right? There's thinking and emotions going on. Did you ever ask Did you ever ask yourself, like, why am I having this thought? Why am I feeling this way? You ever notice like a strange thought that you had or an emotion and you're not sure why? That ever happened to you? It happens to everybody at some point. You've said, why am I thinking about this? Or why am I feeling this way? Right. Who's asking? Think about it. No pun intended. But really, though, think about it. Who's asking? Like, what is awareness? What is consciousness? How is it that you are aware and there is thinking? It's because you are not your mind, guys. I have all of my students read The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. So Eckhart Tolle is like the modern day Buddha, right? He is an enlightened spiritual master. So in his book, The Power of Now, the first chapter, the name of the first chapter is, it's called You Are Not Your Mind. You are not your mind. So body, mind, soul. Humans, we believe ourselves to be a person, right? A personality, the ego, the mind, the id, right? It's a collection of retained thought and emotional patterns that you've been accumulating since you were a little kid, right? And we believe ourselves to be that. Like if stranger walked up to you on the street and said, "Who are you? Tell me about yourself." You would tell them a story. You would give them like a breakdown or a history. You'd tell them about the places you've been, maybe what you do for a living, if you've been to college, vacations, trips that you've taken, your friends and family, your hobbies, interests. But those are all concepts, thoughts, emotions. And I'm not saying that's bad. That's just what that is, right? But who are you beyond mind? Remember, body, mind, soul. Right. What's the soul? Your twin flame. Everybody says you guys are the same soul. What is that? It's awareness, guys. It's the consciousness, you see. Did you guys, anybody watching, have a big aha moment now that I kind of gotten all straightened out? So, see what I'm saying here? Like, what I'm teaching you is way different than all the other gobbledygook in these twin flame chat rooms and Facebook groups and stuff. They've got you doing the mirror exercise and balancing your inner feminine and masculine and doing the violet flame chant and all this kind of stuff. And that stuff, I mean, that stuff is fine. It just doesn't work here, guys. This is not psychological. This is spiritual. And I mean real spiritualism. All the great spiritual masters, they're all going to tell you healing is not spiritual. It doesn't matter how hard you argue with me about it. You're never going to change the definition of spiritual. Spiritual is the remembrance of who you are beyond mind. The mind is what needs healing, and you can do that, and there's nothing wrong with doing that. But who you are beyond the mind, who is that? So Buddha, Jesus, Paramahansa Yogananda, Ram Dass, Alan Watts, Rupert Spira, Eckhart Tolle, all the great masters. That's what they're going to tell you. You are consciousness, guys. That's the soul. That's your twin flame. You don't think your way there. You don't rearrange the contents of your mind and reprogram the mind and let go of old mental patterns to become a soul. You just are not the mental patterns to begin with. You never were. Do you get it? You are consciousness, my friends. Let's move on. We'll come back to the teachings. I got more of these I want to share with you. This is from a post about 4 months ago. I forgot to share this one with you from Verica. And actually, this person, I think, too, Marion, is also having a breakthrough. Dear Kurt, my English is not very good, but I must say something. I met my twin flame 3 years ago, and in the same time, I found you on YouTube. I have all the symptoms of what you said, etc. Okay, so she started watching my free stuff. Event. Did she sign up for my paid coaching? It doesn't matter. The free stuff is really good too. Where's the part where? Oh, here it is. Thank you. She says, thank you. Now my twin flame won't leave me alone. He is in my life and won't go anymore. Um, so I know, I mean, her English is kind of broken, but you can see what she's saying, right? She took my advice and it worked. Her twin flame is with her now. They are together. How about that? And then this person here, I think. Oh, I see. Yeah, no, this is good too. This is good too, guys. The obsession with your twin flame, thinking nobody else will ever do. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Um, you get to the point with the obsessive thinking where it's like, how am I ever gonna get past this? And there's people that have been on this journey for years, guys, that feel the way she does. And then they come to my YouTube channel, listen to my teachings, and they start to feel better. And that does happen to everybody. Everybody, if you put what I'm telling you into practice, you will start to feel better. Wouldn't that be nice? Like, never mind if your twin flame comes back. Wouldn't it be nice if you could at least feel better? And here's the thing, guys, about this. I've got more that I'm going to share with you in a moment, but I just want to say this. You're not really doing anything about the person. That's why they come back. The soul consciousness is not thought, so it's not really concerned about any outcomes or goals. And the way that it works is it doesn't work any kind of way. Consciousness, okay? It's all awareness of that you are awareness. It's it's not I take my focus off the person and then focus on myself. Because if you focus on yourself, there's a subject object relationship. That's duality and that's concept. That's the mind again. I focus on myself, right? Or I live my best life. That's not it. You're not focusing on yourself and you're not like, you know, I mean, you will live your best life, but why you would be living your best life is a byproduct of experiencing yourself as consciousness, right? So most people, again, most people, especially again in the so-called general spiritual community, there's a lot of noise about healing and living your best life and all this kind of stuff. Guys, they're putting the cart before the horse is what they're doing. Okay. Oh, I get it. I just got to go live my best life. Yeah, well, I mean, if you're chasing dreams, you're leaving out the important part, which is to remember yourself as consciousness. It's not I focus on myself, it's I experience myself as focus, as consciousness. That's the important part. You have to go deeper than any kind of mental construct like living my best life or focusing on myself, which are fine things to do. But what I'm talking about is deeper than that. You experience yourself as this inner being. You are the silent witness of thought and doing. It's not doing and it's not doing. It's being. It's just existing. People have become so desensitized to simply existing that they don't even notice it anymore. You are aware that you are awareness itself. You are aware that you are awareness. Okay? That's why meditation is so important to spiritual people. Everything else can happen as a result of that, you see. So, if you're aware that you are the awareness, you're not focusing out there, guys. That's why your twin flame is running away, is because you're so focused on them. You're looking to an outcome. You're making them the goal. That's where the word separation really came from, by the way. We're going to talk about that. What those words really mean: separation, union, detaching, right? Those aren't really twin flame terms. They are spiritual terms, but they're not, it's not a relationship status with your twin flame. Somebody just in the twin flame world stole those words and now everybody is misusing them, okay? But those are states of consciousness, separation, union, right? So The whole problem is being so heavily focused on them. That's what makes them run, guys. When you're making them the goal, what I'm telling you to do is experience yourself as the self beyond mind. You're not doing anything to get your twin flame back. You are just aligning with your soul. So it doesn't matter if there's any kind of outcome with your twin flame. You're not doing anything to get them to come back, but then they do. Why? Because you're not trying to get them to come back. It's a paradox. It's like it works the opposite of the way that the mind thinks it should, right? So your goal has to be your spiritual awakening and focusing on that and aligning with your soul, transcending the mind. You're not doing anything to get your twin flame to come back, and that's exactly when they do come back because they are your soul. The soul isn't concerned about anything externally at all. The external world, including mental projections, right? It's just isness, the soul. So that's what you're up to when your twin flame comes back. Does that make sense? The mind is what focuses on an outcome. But if you focus on your awakening instead and make your awakening the goal, that's when your twin flame comes back. Okay, this one is from a old twin flame success stories video. I don't remember if I ever shared this with you guys. I don't think so. It's about 5 months ago. There's a bunch on here actually that we should talk about, but this top one here, his program is legit. It's been a little over a month since taking the course. So she's talking about my paid coaching. She took my video course. I've been keeping up with the daily meditations and re-listening to the power of now every week. And just last week, I could feel that I was fully detached from my twin flame after a brief conversation with him. The addictive energy or the addictive desire for my twin flame is gone. Interestingly enough, my twin flame reached out to me a few days ago, wanting to be in a serious relationship with me and wanting to take me on a vacation with him. So she let go of the outcome. She's not chasing him anymore. And the feeling with her twin flame is very different. He's calm and supportive, right? And he wants to be with her now. And here's the thing. You might be sitting there thinking, but that's not you. You're not the mind. You are not the thinker, but it's just a figure of speech. You might be sitting there thinking, the mind is thinking, well, I can't see myself doing that. I don't know how to do that. That sounds too hard. How do you get yourself to the part where you're not thinking about them anymore and you're not focused on an outcome with them? That's too hard, Kurt. I don't know how to do that. And what you're asking me for is a mental conceptual solution. Like, how can I work this through the mind? What can I do with my mind and my thinking to stop thinking about them? And what I'm telling you is you don't need to do anything about that. You are just not the thinker. You are not thinking. That's not you. You are the consciousness. And the consciousness, the soul, which is your twin flame, would look upon the thinking and go, oh, interesting. The mind is thinking. And that's it. You don't need to do anything about the thinking or the emotions. You just are not that. You transcend the mind, guys. The soul is beyond mind. You don't need to fix anything in the mind. No healing. No healing, guys. Totally not necessary. Okay, also, hold on. Before I go to that, let me just show you, because I guess I am a success story also, right? Me. Hey, guys. So today, there's a few live streams that I've done with my twin flame. She does not like to show her face because some people on the internet are really fucking creepy. And we've had people stalking us. That's fucking creepy. So unfortunately, yeah, she's not going to show her face. Maybe someday she will. I'm working on that. She might make some live appearances. She might actually do that like later this year. We're thinking about doing like a speaking tour. But yes, she is on my YouTube channel and she's going to tell you herself, yes, we're together. No, I'm not going anywhere. So there you go. Okay. Also, there's this playlist. You are now watching video number 88. How about that? Double eights. And there's these lovely ladies at the beginning, but also there's all of these videos where it's just like this one, where I'm going through my YouTube channel and showing you people that leave their comments and stories all over my YouTube channel. You guys, I've coached 7,000 twin flames. I've helped thousands of people get with their twin flame. These types of testimonials are everywhere. You could just sit down with a bowl of popcorn and binge watch these videos, although I don't think you're going to. I think you get the gist. I've been at this for 6 years. There's a ton of them. There's a ton of them, you guys. Side note, I do reuse these thumbnail pictures for these videos, but these are all unique individual videos cataloging the hundreds or thousands of people that I've helped. Like I said a moment ago, people, they love their privacy, but I have had a handful of people who agreed to go ahead and show up on my YouTube channel and show their face. And I'm extremely thankful for these wonderful people. Ruxar at the very top here, she is married to her twin flame. Baya, she is married to her twin flame. SJ, she is with her twin flame. Ivy, sorry, getting tongue tied. Ivy, she is with her twin flame. Chanel, she is with her twin flame. Natasha, she is with her twin flame. Gretel, she is married to her twin flame. Thank you to everybody. For every probably 30 people that I ask to make a video appearance on my YouTube channel, it's probably more than that. Probably for every 200 people, I get one person that says yes. I get it. People, they like their privacy. You may notice you're watching this YouTube channel right now, and you're not even using your real name for your YouTube profile name. I'm pretty sure everybody understands, but we have a lot to be thankful for. These wonderful people here were willing to risk it. So if you do take the time to watch one of their videos, leave them a little comment in the chat and thank them for being brave enough to do what they've done. And it's really interesting. Actually, when I interview them, I ask them many questions about what it's like to be with your twin flame, what happened right before your twin flame came back, these types of questions. And the answers they give are very interesting, you guys. It's not what you think it is. The soul is non-dual. It's not duality, right? So in other words, it's not emotional. And what it's really like when your twin flame stays is peace. And there's always, along the way, there could be some kind of like spiritual peak experience that you have. And you notice, like, within hours of having one of those types of experiences, that's when your soul comes back. I mean, your twin flame, right? But that only kind of makes sense. So it's really fascinating, actually, to listen to these wonderful people talk to me about this, about the experiences that they've had and what it feels like. A really good one is this one with Ivy here, this gal right here. It's almost an hour long, and we go pretty deep actually into that. SJ also and Ruxar, super amazing. We went pretty deep on those ones. So free resources, we're going to get to that in just a second. There's also my website. I just wanted to show you more testimonials. Holy freaking God. Have I got testimonials? Ruxar and SJ, you just saw them. But we got Hannah in the middle here. I joined the introduction to the journey, and after 1 week, my twin contacted me and came to meet me to talk. Claire, within 4 to 5 weeks of practicing Kurt's methods and attending online calls, my twin unblocked me. Same thing with Tanja. Her twin flame unblocked me. You don't even have any way to get a hold of them. You can't even talk to them to like bargain with them, negotiate with them? Can I talk it out? Can I explain myself? Can we please just sit down and have a conversation? Nope, can't do that. Why? Because they've got you blocked. You don't need to do that. You don't need to even have a conversation with your twin flame guys. You transcend the mind. It's being, guys. It's being. That's what we're up to when it comes to doing soul stuff, as I call it. Your twin flame is your soul. You've got to do soul stuff, right? So you do that. You experience some kind of spiritual shifts, and your twin flame, they'll unblock you. It's like fucking magic. Now, it's not magic. What I tell people is magic is just science undiscovered. But I could go on and on all day long, guys. My twin flame came back. Kurt is the only twin flame specialist, etc. Same thing. This just goes on and on and on and on. Okay. There's also this button, see more testimonials. There's a bunch of people on here who were not comfortable putting a picture. Again, people, they like their privacy, like Krista here, but they still wanted to leave a testimonial. If you want to come look, thanks to New World All Star, I am in a solid relationship with my twin flame. That's from Krista. Carissa here, same thing. It's been 5 months. I feel great. And my twin flame has unblocked me and wants to talk. Vina, same thing. Abby, same thing. Simret, same thing. Dina, same thing. This just goes on and on and on and on. Guys, on and on. I've got so many wonderful people that I've helped. So there you go, guys. Again, you're looking around on the internet. You don't know who to trust. You don't know whose advice to take. There's a million different ideas about what to do. And I might just be another guy on the internet as far as you know. So here you go, guys. Here's all the proof. Here's all the evidence. Who figured it out? Who's got the correct answer? I don't know. Maybe the person who is with their twin flame and has helped thousands of people to be with their twin flame. Also, if you're new here, make sure to go check out this playlist. It's called The True Twin Flame Teachings. And go watch this video. I know it's long, but if you really want to know if it's your twin flame, go check it out. The Complete Twin Flame Signs. There's a reason all this craziness is happening. Go check it out. And the nice thing about my videos, when I make YouTube videos like this, what I try to do is explain to you why the answer I'm giving you is the correct answer. Right? Here's a shorter one. You might go watch this one instead. It's only 45 minutes long. But you know, you don't just meet somebody and then they trigger Kundalini and you become psychic. That doesn't just happen. Okay. That's pretty paranormal. That's a pretty big deal, right? You don't just meet somebody and become psychic and then experience Kundalini and have this huge spiritual awakening. And maybe you haven't had some of those things happen yet. But if you met your twin flame, you will. So go watch these videos. There's other things too, like the desperation and the dark night of the soul and the repeating number patterns and doubt. Doubt is also another sign. You can be doubting that it's your twin flame. Believe it or not, that's a sign. So I've got several videos on this playlist where I have addressed even that question. And pretty much like all of the questions that you could have about twin flames, I've answered on this playlist. There's 123 videos as of today on here. All your questions, guys, go check it out. It's all on this playlist. What is the purpose of meeting your twin flame? This is a good one. It's called Doorway to Union. Also, why do we use these words separation, union, and detaching? Why are we using those words? Why don't we just say they dumped me, we broke up, or we're together? Why does it have to be separation and union? And by the way, what's up with detaching? What's that all about, right? So go check this video out. I would definitely watch this video, guys. Okay. The true twin flame teachings are right under your nose. Everybody's using those words: separation, union, detaching. Those are not relationship statuses with your twin flame. Those come from the Zen traditions. Okay. So the fact that we're using these words, everybody in these twin flame chat rooms, Facebook groups, everybody's using these words, but it's just monkey see, monkey do. Nobody stops to ask why. Why are we talking like this? Don't you think that's kind of weird? Do you know anybody that talks like that? Oh, we're in separation when they talk about their boyfriend or girlfriend. No, nobody does that. Why do twin flames do it? That was one of the first questions that I asked a long time ago, and I already knew the answer. It's because of where those words really come from. And when you understand the true meaning of those words, it's the biggest code breaker for your twin flame journey, guys. The true twin flame teachings are right under your nose. It's the words that we're using. It's the words that we're using, guys. There's also this playlist. It's called Twin Flame Science. Yes, this is a real phenomenon. No, you are not crazy. Yes, twin flames are real. Your twin flame is one of your past lives, guys. I'm serious. I'm serious. Watch the first two videos on this playlist. Go check it out. Twin Flame Science. Okay. And in the second video here, you'll even be clear about why it is that your twin flame is running from you. It's not childhood wounds, it's not abandonment issues, it's none of that stuff, guys. It's mechanics, actually. It's physics. There is a mechanics reason for it. It's nothing psychological, right? And a lot of people, they maybe their twin flame, they'll give them some kind of a reason, like their twin flame will make up some kind of an excuse, right, as to why they broke things off, right? But not all of you. This is the thing I've learned. I've coached 7,000 twin flames. Sometimes your twin flame, yeah, they've got an excuse. They go, oh, I'm moving out of state. I'm taking a new job, or I don't like the way this relationship is going. I don't know. They'll make up some stupid excuse, right? And then other times, my student, their twin flame is going to not tell them anything. They'll just end it. So sometimes your DM, so-called divine masculine, has a reason, and sometimes they don't, depending on the person you ask. That's what I'm telling you. I'm a twin flame coach. I've helped thousands of people, and I've noticed that, yeah, sometimes your DM has a reason and sometimes they don't. Well, then why? Why do they run then? Why do they break things off with you? If 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 we don't have a consistent answer, if we don't have a consistent reason. So again, sometimes your DM, sometimes my student, their DM will give them a reason, and then other times they won't. So it can't be a psychological reason, because not everybody is given a psychological reason. It's got to be something else. And what I figured out is it's physics. It's called the second law of thermodynamics. I'm serious. Okay. There is a polarization between you and your twin flame at the level of the mind. That's why they run. You've heard of the twin flame push pull. You've probably heard of the twin flame push pull, right? Right. That's what it is. It's positive, negative. It's push pull. It's yin yang. That's why they run, guys. It's got nothing to do with psychology. It's just energy. That's all it is. So go check this video out. Twin Flame Science is the playlist. I would watch at least the first two videos. There's also the Twin Flame Myths video. That's kind of the first thing that that's what you need to do. You need to let go of the Twin Flame myths. You want to get your twin flame to come back and stop running. You got to let go of the myths. That's number one. Number two, stop chasing them. Number three, learn to meditate. I mean, in a nutshell, there's more to it than that. There's also my paid coaching. It's very inexpensive, guys. I do not charge thousands of dollars, and it's extremely comprehensive. It's like 50 hours long. It's very thorough. I leave no stone unturned. Sign up today. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.